Well, that was a heck of a race. Flippin' heck. So, I'm sure those of you that have watched it, hopefully you have already. If you've not, please close this video and go watch the live feed. During the live commentary, Rob and Claudio were just like, how is he doing this? How is everyone losing time to him? Well, let me try and explain it to you. So I have no analysis or anything going on here. This is just an opinion piece based on what I saw on the live feed. Well, first of all, Martin Maes is one of the best mountain bike riders in the world. He has won an EWS, he's podiumed at many others, and even earlier in the year he top 10 at the Fort William Mountain Bike World Cup. So obviously he is an absolute hero on a bike. Second of all is that he rode that split 4, that section that they were going on about in the live feed, 1 second faster than anybody else. So Conor Fearon was the closest to him, 1 second back, but crucially he was 1.3 faster than G Atherton, and that is what got him the win over G. But the question was, why was he 1.3 faster than G on that section? Sorry, got rain in the lens there. So here's my theory, and it's all based around Martin Maes being an absolute machine. So downhill riders, and I might be wrong in this, but most downhill riders base their kind of fitness, their interval training around maximal 15-second efforts. So that's efforts where you're 100% sprinting, because most downhill tracks, the sprints aren't any longer than that. So this middle section of the track, which I'm sure you saw, was super physical. Riders were having to sprint, keeping the speed going into that flat woods. They were pumping when the routes were too rough and there was too many holes to pedal, and all of that is 100% effort, and that is maintained over 30 seconds. So obviously that's more than downhill riders would usually train for. So what happens is most of the riders were hitting that stage 4 fatigued after doing that big old sprint. On the other hand, Martin Maes' training is based around racing the EWS, where the tracks go up to 20 minutes long and the sprinting efforts can be massive. They can be 30 seconds, they can be a minute. So his training was suited to this track under the conditions we had, the wet, sticky, flat conditions. In the dry it wasn't too bad, which is why in qualifying he maybe didn't do as well. But in race runs when it was sticky, he used his training to his advantage. He put in maximum effort along that 30-second section, and then he rode that split 4 not as fatigued as the rest. And he's pretty good at the tech stuff, and he just attacked it. That's what got him the time. Martin Maes, you animal. Oh, also I'd just like to point out, I totally called it. After he put down that time, I was on the social media saying Martin is going to win this. Anyway, I have got no analysis, no footage of him, nothing like that. This is just an opinion piece just to hopefully explain how he did it. And I've got another video coming out later on today that's going to show that flat section and why it was so hard and all the little bits you couldn't see in the live feed. So if you don't want to miss that, hit subscribe. If you like this little opinion piece, hit like. If you totally disagree with me, feel free to thumb it down as well. And if you've got another theory, let me know in the comments. But anyway, Cathro Vision out. See you later.